country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
Good day, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network right here in the city of Port Harcourt. News, events, and stories occur and abound in the state system. ATN's appetite for unbiased, in-depth, and factual reportage is the driving principle for this program in order to bring government activities to the doorstep of the people. And let's go through the highlights of today's report. In Katsina State, government closes schools for holidays. In the FCT, federal government approves Secretariat for Youth Affairs by Wike. In energy, federal government distributes compressed natural gas conversion kits to 4 states. And on power, federal government pays 63 billion naira on electricity subsidy. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we go straight to the details for today. Please stay tuned.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
leaders, politics,
nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought very firmly. Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable
Welcome back. Now let's head on to the details for today. Rivers State House of Assembly has commended the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for signing the National Minimum Wage Bill into law.
Criminals hijack such protests to cause unwarranted destruction of lives and property. And so we are appealing. This motion is a persuasive motion appealing to the organizers of this protest to share their sword and use the option of dialogue. We are also aware, Mr. Speaker, that the federal government has already has identified those issues raised and identified by these plant protesters, and the government is already addressing those issues.
Commenting on the motion, the Speaker, Right Honorable Martin Chike Amehule, commended the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for signing the National Minimum Wage Bill into law. He also commended the honorable members for their contributions.
Good day. The River State House definitely is happy with these developments because we will always stand with the people, the workers of this country. So we commend Mr. President for this show of love, for his leadership, for rising up to the occasion at the time when the quest for an upward review became rife, not only in the public space, the private sector, the public sector. We believe that what Mr. President has done is good, is the right step in the right direction. So I commend our members for their contributions.
The House, however, proposed a motion to speak to the youths and the organizers of the nationwide protest to shelve their sword for dialogue, noting that the last protest that happened in the country saw the protest being hijacked by hoodlums that caused destruction of lives and property. The honorable members also called on the River State youths and the people to shun the nationwide protest, noting that the protest will cause more harm than good in the state.
I'm praying for the concerned citizens that want to go into this protest. Let them consider what is happening in Nigeria when this kind of protest goes on. The people you want to protest for are being the people that is being hurt on the process. Shops are being looted, and these shops are still the citizens of the same place, of the same Nigeria you are fighting for.
The Right Honorable Speaker, however, drew the attention of the House of the mayhem that the last protest caused in the state, noting that shops, goods and businesses were vandalized by the hoodlums who hijacked the last protest. Right Honorable Amehule emphasized that the President have done enough since his assumption into office. He noted that the President recently sent food supplies to each state of the federation to effect of the economic hardship in the country, and he also called for dialogue between the government and the protesters.
This House is now aware of the planned protests across this country. That is why the Deputy Speaker came up with this motion.
The Niger Delta Development Commission has continued in fulfilling the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu through the construction of various infrastructural developments across Nigeria. River State is not left out in these projects. Our correspondent tells us more.
River State House of Assembly on Tuesday debated on two motions and resolved to commend President Bola Tinubu for assenting to the new minimum wage act. The House also resolved to appeal to the organizers of the planned nationwide protest to engage with the government. Presenting his motion to commend President Bola
Niger Delta Development Commission has continued to show support for President Bola Tinubu through numerous projects under the NDDC. The commission on the 30th of July 2024 went on an inspection tour in Rivers State to ascertain the levels of projects flagged off by the NDDC in different areas of the state. The site inspection tour, led by the Rivers State representative on the 7th governing board of the NDDC, Sir Tony Okocha, started at the ongoing construction of over 4 units of 2-bedroom flats for principal and staff lodge at Umuechim Secondary School in Eche local government area of Rivers State. 10 units Coppers Lodge at Rundele in Emoha local government area of Rivers State. Construction of 10-gallon pipe-borne water project in Suku community, Akukotoru local government area of Rivers State. 1,300 capacity pavilion ongoing project by the NDDC in Degema local government area of Rivers State. Rehabilitation of Mpolu and Apparel Link Road and the construction of Mpolu multi-purpose town hall in Obiapo local government area of Rivers State, flagged off and funded by the NDDC on gigantic project, which is a testament to the renewed hope agenda. NDDC representatives Sir Tony Okocha, who stressed that although peaceful protest is a fundamental right of Nigerians, warned against the August 1 planned nationwide protest, insisting that the exercise might be hijacked by hoodlums.
This is part of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. And it's one serious reason why we have said to Nigerians, I will say to Rivers people, that the president deserves the condition is that protect this project with your life. Let me seize the opportunity for 1 minute to plead with our brothers who have said so at the palace that this project is courtesy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we're here to advocate the youth and the youth who are here. So please, this project we have brought was authorized by Mr. President. It was authorized by Mr. President under his renewed hope agenda. That's why you see us wearing renewed hope is real.
Contractors at the various construction sites also promised that the delivered in due time between August to September 2024.
This is where we are standing. We are going to have a 2-bedroom twin building standing at this place right now.
For the meantime, we are having the invitational frame, but then the project is ongoing. I will be delivering before the end of this month, next month.
On their path, traditional rulers, community chiefs, CDC, youths in the area expressed joy through words of prayers to the NDDC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for promise kept. The community further assured that the project site will be peaceful and secure during and after the projects.
We thank you, appreciate you. The Almighty God will bless and reward you. It is a history that at this very time, that this kind of thing is happening in the nation.
This is how you came to help as horses. And he's
We don't have resources, we will appeal. You have tried so much. The community is beginning to experience fatigue in you. But we
have nothing to say. You said let God protect you and protect the president.
Amen. ATM News, Port Harcourt.
And from editing now. Here on Atlantic Television Network, we are open for advert placements, bookings, and commercials. You can connect with us and watch us on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net, or watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.com. State government has commenced the distribution of rice and other foodstuffs donated to the state by the federal government to cushion the effect of the harsh economy on the people. The distribution of the foodstuffs was flagged in Yenagoa, the state capital, by Governor Dwoye Diri at the 34th State Security Council meeting, and said that no political appointee or civil servant should benefit from the distribution, adding that the Bayelsa state government received 20 truckloads of 25 kg rice from the federal government for distribution to vulnerable people. Speaking during the distribution, the Commissioner for Information, Orientation and Strategy, Ebiowo Koku Obi, said that the government had already directed the items be given to vulnerable people in all the political wards in the state. The commissioner also said that the sharing would be done per ward, as each ward would get 190 bags of 25 kilograms of rice and 30 bags of gari white. And Chairman of Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency, Walaman Igrobia, said that all critical stakeholders from each local government areas were involved in the sharing exercise to avoid diversion. Analysts say moving from one party to the other does not clearly indicate political interest for national growth. Speaking on Atlantic Television Network's program Open Conversation, a political analyst, Chuba Okpuzo, said that the party ideology and the need to serve the citizens better should be the main focus for defecting to another party.
We do not really understand what they stand for as regards to our nation's growth, because it's not about defecting, it's about what you people are standing for today. There's really no ideology from any of the political parties that we can hold hand to say this is the viewpoint of this political party, these are the ideologies of the stakeholders and leaders. Everybody's just trying to show their political strength and
Chuba also said that party defection is very much not necessary considering the current political structure of the nation.
It's not something to cheer about in the Nigerian sphere today. I think it's just a question for the politicians to consider if the person has the clout enough to pull any strings. That is one. Secondly, with the present Nigerian demographic, to what end is political party and population and persons? To a large extent, for me, it has little or no effect. But be that as it may, it was a former personal assistant.
This is coming after about 500 coordinators of the All Progressive Congress in 7 local government areas of Cross River State, Cross River South Senatorial District, have defected to opposition People's Democratic Party, saying that they found the PDP more reliable. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has appealed to traditional rulers and leaders of religious organizations and other community leaders to advise their people against resorting to violence, even as youths across the country plan to start the End Bad Government protest on August the 1st. The governor also expressed concerns that the planned national protest may escalate into violence, potentially harming vulnerable and weak individuals in the country. OT acknowledged that the Nigerians have the right to protest against poor conditions, but expressed concern that any good intentions of the original organizers of the national protest may be undermined if opportunists and hoodlums hijack the protest to incite disorder and youths to exercise restraint and engage with leaders through a charter of demands, and vowed that his administration would do everything possible to protect the people from harm and destruction. Lagos government says consideration will be made in future budgets with respect to infrastructural development to cater for an increasing population. Ope George, the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, said this at a stakeholders consultative forum to seek the residents' input into the state's 2025 budget. Mr. George said that the forum was to liquidate stakeholders on the state's 2024 budget performances for the first half of the year. The commissioner added that the forum was aimed to inform stakeholders about the government's plan ahead. We have an estimated population of about 29 million. Our population is constantly changing and growing every day, he said. The commissioner said that the influx of migrants into the state at some point became worrisome. The fact that they are coming, we have to provide for them, provide amenities for them, provide transportation. So at times in Lagos, we are constrained by the amount of pressure we have with migrants coming in every year. We look at the population and we find that before the end of the year, the migration pattern changes and the population changes with it. Mr. George explained that the commissioner said that Lagos has been able to contain the pressure from migration by continually growing its internally generated revenue. He further said that the state remained committed to the welfare of residents. So we looked at various initiatives and projects to help promote the standard of living. We were able to provide energy at a state-of-the-art rate, Mr. George stressed. The commissioner said that plans were underway to give loans to groups in order to redistribute wealth at the grassroots. He said a lot of that was encompassed in the planning process for 2024, and it will be given priority in the 2025 budget as well. We looked at strengthening measures to enhance food security and affordable housing. We also looked at the continuous improvement of our education. I knew that we do some work. We do some work here. LASU hostels were done on equity arrangements, the commissioner said. Analysts have stressed the need for competition in the petroleum sector in order to help control the frequent fuel scarcity and hike in price. Speaking on Atlantic Television Network's program Blowout, Atlantic Blowout, a sociopolitical analyst, Ekie, faulted the Nigerian National Petroleum Company for its inability to meet up with the high petroleum demand by the populace.
Provide petroleum product for Nigerians. So had it been, we have NNPC, several stations of them. Okay. Certainly, we may not be suffering the issue of hike. And one thing in business is, once there is high demand, price will increase. So
Ekie said that the looming hike in the price and scarcity of petroleum products across the country was a result of the procurement rate by private oil marketers.
The issue of increment, you see, NNPC is still selling 650. Now, NNPC can sell 650, like I would say, because they already have trucks that brings product to them. The private investors in the
This is coming after motorists and commuters lamented over the sudden scarcity of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, which is forcing an increase in transport fares by commercial bus drivers in Lagos State and other parts of the country. Katsina government has announced the closure of all schools across the state. The order takes effect on Wednesday since Sani Danjuma Suleiman, spokesman for the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, announced this in a statement on Tuesday. This is to inform the public, especially parents and guardians, that all schools are to be closed by tomorrow, Wednesday, for the beginning of the third term holidays. Therefore, all parents are advised to make sure their children, especially those at boarding schools, are picked up and returned back home. Note that this school's closure also involves private and community schools across the state, the statement said. Borno State government says 6,900 suspected Boko Haram fighters are currently in custody to face transitional justice. The State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Zuwaira Gambo, who disclosed this during the conclusion of Best Practice Dissemination and Learning Program organized by the Alamin Foundation for Peace and Development held in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, said that a total of 200,000 Boko Haram terrorists and their families were surrendered to the state government since the mass surrender began in 2021. According to her, nearly 9,000 people have reintegrated into society, and the scheme has achieved notable success, stressing that transitional justice is a peace-building mechanism that seeks to address the legacies of severe atrocities and end recurring cycles of violent conflict through a range of responses, including restitution, reconciliation, prosecution, and amnesty. The executive director of the Alamin Foundation for Peace and Development, Hans Saif Alamin, said that the surrendered individuals regretted their involvement with Boko Haram and expressed remorse for their membership in the terrorist gang, citing a lack of knowledge and the ease with which insurgents brainwashed them into captivity. You're watching Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network. We'll be back shortly after this break. Please stay tuned.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
you human traffickers.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what they blood. I have fought a very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
just dey vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Road so no dey. Light usai. The infrastructure we can't turn to be forbidden fruit for the city.
Corruption, well everything. Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
No verse. Now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I hear, I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, these don't cost.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. I will call you back.
That behavior not good now.
Madam, now this kind behavior they kill our country. You suppose do things differently, make Nigeria for better.
Corruption not in my country. This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
I don't get a lot. Boy, they won't booga me small. They say, man, give them bribe. I say nothing. Okay now, we'll go block later. You remember that contract we will do that time now? They don't pay.
But first, you see the house rent with the old things. We go first call caretaker, take the money, slap him.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honourable
you human trafficker.
Honourable
Welcome back to Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network right here in Port Harcourt. Now to the rest of our stories. Onyeka Onwenu, the celebrated Nigerian singer and actress, has reportedly passed away at the age of 72. According to reports, she died on Tuesday night at Reddington Hospital in Lagos after collapsing at the birthday celebration of Mrs. Stella Okoli. President Bola Tinubu has extended his profound condolences to the family. Ms. Onwenu was a singer, songwriter, actor, journalist, activist, and politician. President Tinubu mourned the passing of the Queen of Songs, whose edifying and melodious rendition, One Love, in the 1990s evoked a fervor of fellowship and harmony. And in a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, the president recalled many artistic interventions of the late musical icon in promoting public good, noting her classic collaboration with King Sunny Ade on Wait For Me, a melodic campaign on family planning in the 1980s. President Tinubu celebrated the life of the versatile and extremely gifted artist who applied herself to the whole gamut of artistic enterprise and expression, bringing joy and laughter to many. The president condoled with the entertainment industry, the Imo State, and where there is dancing in the sun. The president stated that Ms. Onwenu lives on in her immortal masterpieces. FCT minister has carried out an inspection visit to the construction site of the 9-kilometer Paikon Korel Kore Ibua Rural Road in Gwagwalada Area Council, where he expressed satisfaction with the pace and quality of work. The minister expressed confidence in the capacity of the contractor to complete the road within the schedule and thanked the Gwagwalada Area Council Chairman, Honorable Abu Jibrin Giri, for his support to the contractor. Speaking of the economic benefit of the road, Wike said that the road project, when completed, will improve access to the farmland and markets in the rural areas, adding that it will also help to address the challenges of food insecurity in the country.
Farm produce will go to the market. I'm very happy, and the contractor has promised by December they will complete it and hand over. It's a 9-kilometer road. It's interesting because one of the roads that the Secretary directed in the satellite town that must be completed. I thank God, and I believe in the contractor's record that they will live up to the expectation. I thank the area council chairman of Gwagwalada for the support he's been given to the contractor, because at the end of the day, it is the communities here that will directly benefit. I continue to urge them to be calm, to be patient. This government is fully prepared to turn things around.
We have said that security is one crucial matter that the President has said is one of his 10-point agenda of the renewed hope. When we came on board, we tried to interact with all the area councils, all the stakeholders, and requests were made. I want to tell you, we have approved the building of police stations in each of the area councils again. The second person who spoke here spoke with anger. I understand. I understand what marginalization is all about. I understand how you feel. And that is the way I feel. If I'm treated the way you are treated, I will be angry. Even more angry than you. But the only good thing that you have, that you have come to express your anger, not in a way, not in a violent way, not in a way that you destroy government property, but by expressing yourself to government. Let me tell the people of Buhari, that moderation will stop now. And so the people of LCT say we are organized people, we are civilized, we understand the times, and also understand that this government is no more than 1 year in office. And so we have no reason to be on the street and be shouting. Because while we are on the street shouting, the only people that will hear us is the air, or the birds, or the cars that are passing. We said we prefer sitting with you to express our grievances in a more civilized manner. And that is why we are here. And I want to ask the people of LCT, if we have gotten this opportunity of sitting with minister who refused to send a representative to talk to us, but he came by himself to hear us, and we have opportunity to talk to him one-on-one, an opportunity that we will not have on the street. I want to ask the youth, after interacting with him, do we have any reason to be on the street?
And viewers, this is where we wrap it up on this edition of Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network in the city of Port Harcourt. I am Raymond Ken Mbata. Do well to stay connected on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. On X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net, or watch us on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
you human trafficking.
Honorable